Hello, I'm Kirk. This is Will and Zach. We're fixing to head out for how many days? 3 days, 2 nights, and gonna do probably anywhere from I'd say about 12 to 20 miles, something like that. We don't really have a plan. We're gonna figure it out when we get there. It's a little bit dark, but we're gonna make it work. Probably do about 3 miles tonight, and see if we can get
we got
camp
in last
set up.
night. Probably got to camp. What time did we get to camp? Probably about 7, something like that. Bro, we hiked for a couple hours. I took them the wrong way. We went down to 200, and I just missed the junction of 200 and 209. But anyway, got here, ate some food, built a fire, set up camp. There's Mr. Zach making his coffee. Got our setup over there. Slept pretty good. Got down to about 31 last night. Not sure exactly what we're going to do today as far as mileage or where we're going. We're just going to kind of get a plan and go with it, I guess. Yeah, I get the same. When I first got in it, it kind of gives you that claustrophobic, I guess, effect, just because especially with the top cover on it, you're completely enveloped in that. It's almost like you're in a cocoon. So,
but it was warm.
Here's Zach's hammock right here, the camo. Here's my Ridge Runner with my pink top quilt, which is my daughter's actually, and there's Will set up there. Here's Fall Creek. We're up on top of the falls here, probably about a quarter of a mile or an eighth of a mile from the actual waterfall. Little spot we're having lunch. Little spot right before 204. We're on 209. I wish you would have brought a few more spoons.
Yeah.
Just to be on the safe
We don't
side.
have enough. It's like that last Morset song. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. But all we need is a fork. Okay?
That looks pretty good. Hot and spicy chicken. On the scale, I guess there's 1 pepper out of 3, so
1 pepper.
semi-spicy. Slightly spicy. Guess you'll find out in a little bit. Yeah. Will's gonna take some action shots of us eating. Well, we made it to the big tree. It's about 2 o'clock. And still not sure where we're gonna. I don't know if there's any spots at the top of the falls, or if we're just gonna go down 224 and get to 200 and camp somewhere out there.
224, and we're going to go down and camp somewhere off of 200. But it's 3 o'clock. Got about 2 hours, 2.5 hours of daylight, so we should get there before it gets dark. No. Well, I think we found our spot. We're on 200 on the opposite side of where the official trail is. We've seen a lot of people out here, so I think there's going to be a lot of people on the official 200. So we're gonna try this out. Looks like a pretty cool spot. Nice big open area. Hopefully, I'm sure we can find a couple of trees to string up our hammocks. Here's my spot for the night, or for last night. We did a little fire this morning, and Zach's drinking the coffee. He likes the Vietnamese coffee. Yeah, it's pretty good. And let's see the section down here. They're close to the water, which is pretty cool. There's their setup. And there's Will. He's chilling out by Borden Creek. Got a little bit cooler than I thought last night. I think it got to about 33 or something like that. It was supposed to only be around 40 or so, but got a little bit cooler. All right, day 3. We're heading out today. Nice morning. Last night we had a strange happening though. We saw a gentleman that was probably around 60 or so. 60 or 70, and we were coming down we were at 204, the top section, fixing to hit 224, and we saw a gentleman walk in. It was about 3:30, and he was going to see the big tree, and I was like, wow, he must be doing some serious day hiking. So anyway, we got to our camp, enjoyed ourselves, had some food, had a fire, and about 9 or so, 9:30, we saw somebody just, I guess, frantically running or walking or jogging.
We saw flashlights coming from down.
That's right. Yeah, up on 200, the charted side, we saw. Yeah, we thought it was a witch.
We already found her house.
So and then eventually he came to our spot, and he was obviously pretty frazzled, and he didn't have anything but a small backpack. And I don't think he had any water. He had his map, but he was lost. He was trying to get to his car on 203, and I'm not too familiar with that area. I don't even think I've ever been on that trail. So, what else did y'all notice about this situation? Yeah, he was pretty upset. He was pissed off. I can understand, because he'd been hiking in the dark for 4 hours, and he had his cell phone, which was about to die. So Will, what all did you give him? What all did you give him to help him on his? Yeah, flashlight. Power supply.
Zach gave him the Apple charger cable.
And he had Zach gave him a charger, and you gave him some food too, right? A little bit of food.
Jerky, stick bar, protein bar.
Yeah, so we were concerned. I sent him
And
up.
a hope and a prayer.
And a hope and a prayer.
We gave him a hat thing.
We gave him a hug and hope that he was going to get back. But what we told him to do,
He didn't.
is well, at first we told him to take this bridge, the bridge over here across Borden Creek, but he did not take the bridge. He started going back up 224, and he was tripping on stuff and cursing more. But eventually we went back out there, met him back at the bridge, and told him just to go straight down this dirt road, and that's kind of what he wanted to do. He wanted to
to try to catch a ride. Because anyway, I told him to go down the dirt road that goes to Crannel Road. So he eventually did that. Hopefully he did, and got back out to his car. But it was pretty strange seeing somebody that had no light other than a cell phone hiking in the woods for roughly 4 hours trying to find his way. So anyway, I hope he found his way. And we were kind of tough to sleep last night just thinking about him and hoping he got to his car. So anyway, that was kind of a strange occurrence. Will in Zach's spot last night. Breaking camp. So y'all slept pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Had a nice view of the creek. Slept warm. I think Zach said he got a little bit too warm. All right, it's about 9 o'clock. Leaving our camp, heading to the other side of Borden Creek. Got about 2.5 miles, and should be out in about an hour or so, hour and a half. So the end of our trip, did roughly about 20 miles because I kind of went the wrong way once. It was my fault. But anyway, had a good time. A lot of good exercise, a lot of good food, a lot of pretty trees, a lot of yellow leaves, green leaves, a little bit of red, a little bit of orange. Not much of that though. But overall, good stuff.
You ought to take a video of this one. Now, here we are at this cave. And I put it on Facebook, YouTube, in 30 days. All they would get so pissed off. You know, that's not a cave.
I don't know if Will's gonna fit through here. We're at Fat Man Squeeze. Yeah, you ate too much.
Do we walk through this?
Huh?
Do you go through this?
Yeah.
The last time we were here, there was a lot of people.
Zach, why are you hiding from us, man?
You scare me.
Come out of that tree,
I'm
man.
not coming out. Not after what you did, though.
Not after what I did. Somebody removed the handrail. Uh-oh.
I think going up, it's easy.
Yeah.
It's coming down is back.
Well, if you lose your balance, you can just fall to your left and grab that rock. Yeah, and I hate it because most of the kids these days they don't even get out here.
No.
It's a shame. Too much to do out here. So, what's your name, man?
Terry.
Terry.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Kirk.
Kurt.
This is Will and Zach.
And
Zach.
Zach. Nice to meet you.
Well, he's seamless. We are out of the woods. Yeah, I lost my dad back in May. But he was just super old.
Yeah.
He was 92.
My mom made it to 87. She made me.
Well, everything fun comes to an end. Will is crying. I see the tears flowing down his face. Zach is very upset. I am just dying that we have to go to Jack's and get a hamburger with some fries. All right, we've completed our 3-day, about 20 miles out at Sipsey. Will's been a couple times. Zach's first time. And Will,
It's
what
the
do you?
same place my very first time backpacking.
Yeah. Will's first time backpacking was here probably how many years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, and since then he's been hiking all over the world. But anyway, so what I was going to ask them, what is y'all's favorite and worst part of the trip? Bill, what do you say?
So my favorite is second campsite.
Second campsite,
It's beautiful.
and that was on, where was that at? That was on 200 on the opposite side, yeah, on Borden Creek. That was awesome.
Close to the bridge.
Yeah.
That's also probably the worst part. You know, since the stranger gets trouble.
Yeah, that was tough. Wondering if he made it back, and that's kind of what we're discussing now. Is hopefully he made it back to his car and stuff, and he had to hitchhike possibly. What about you, Zach? What was your best and worst of the trip?
My favorite thing was seeing the rattlesnake, and my least favorite thing was being scared of the witch after I went to her house.
We forgot to get video of the witch's house. I hate that we didn't do that. Anyway, until next time, hopefully we'll all three do this again soon, because that was pretty fun. Hasta luego. And now, where are we going? Jack's. That's my favorite part. That's Austin's favorite part.